Hey, what's up, Bavish? How you doing, man? Want to ask about that banner? But let's just wait for some others too. I mean, you could go ahead and ask your question. I'll probably, I'll probably end up rambling for like 10 minutes before I eventually, before I finally answer the question. By the way, I still have not read the the thing on the Hoyo Lab website. Oh, sorry, not Hoyo Lab. On their official website, like the explanation about how it works. I mean, it's I guess it's pretty straightforward. It's basically the weapon banner, but you can choose between a weapon or a character, and hard pity for weapons is a little better than the current weapon banner. Plus the fact that you don't get standard weapons, you get whatever weapons are on it, which, I'm assuming probably will not be all standard weapons, at least, like right now, I think, right? Like there's beacon, hunters, right? Those aren't standard banner weapons. And it's a good thing, I think. Right, because if it doesn't exist, then like no one will ever get read seed. Yeah, I think it's what it's called, right? Reed Seed, and Hunter's Path. It's the only way they can rerun Reed Seed and Hunter's Path without fully bringing back Tainari and Dia banner, which I would I imagine is impossible. Isn't there a 10% chance to lose 50-50 at a standard? Sorry, 10% chance to lose 50-50 to a standard banner. Is there? Maybe we could take a look at it. The page where they explain all of that. Yeah, today, a little bit later today. Once I'm done with my stuff here. Which way was faster again? I don't remember. I think this was faster. Oh, man. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's fine. Hey, what's up, MD Fahim? How you doing, man? Is Primordial Jade Cutter a standard banner weapon? No, it's not. Weird, right? Jade Spear is a wait, is Jade Spear a standard weapon? No, it's not. Okay. I mean, it might as well will be. Yeah, it might as well be, right? But, man. Yeah, should I do the things in order? Yeah, I guess I will. I wish Jade Cutter was a standard weapon. Oh, hang on, my OBS thing's messed up there. Still don't understand, why are we doing this event? What are we even finding out from that event? Sorry, what event? This Hilly Trail event?
Solidify.
Witness the power. Gotcha. Game's up. Time's over.
Hey, I just realized this, but
No, my sword.
Stabilize.
have they done this before where, okay, look at this, right? You essentially have to deal with a mechanic of the way the this boss fight works before they give you a DPS window. And otherwise, you can still damage it. But your damage is like nothing compared to how much you would normally be doing. Have they done that before with other world bosses or weekly bosses? I mean, like they've done world and weekly bosses that where you essentially can't do any damage until your DPS window. But like, how about a boss like that where you can do damage, but like it's artificially, your damages are artificially blocked essentially, and it's artificially blocked until you deal with the mechanics, like the way the boss is supposed to be fought. Oh, I missed that one. Gonna have to wait for the next bus. They doing the Kaedahara thing? Kaedahara? Hang on. I haven't fought Kaedahara in forever. Wait, how did that work again? What do you mean Kaedahara thing? That means people will get to have Jade Cutter now with the Chronicled Wish. It's possible, yeah. Yeah, like they don't, and they can now rerun Jade Cutter or another weapon or any other weapon without having to rerun the character. Right? Like they know that certain characters just will do very poorly in sales, where essentially they'll be thinking, wow, this is 3 weeks of us not making any money. We could have spent 3 weeks making a lot of money by rerunning characters that are more attractive. Right? Like, you know, I'm sure there's like a very... there's a very niche community of players out there who really like Geo teams, and also like some even fewer people who just want to try out Albedo. But I'm sure it's at least at Hoyo's scale, at Genshin scale, Hoyo thinks, nah, it's not worth it.
Solidify.
What was this one again? Oh, this. Okay.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain.
Oh, missed.
Quietly now. You deserve not to get set.
Yeah, look at this, right? My damage is like 10% of what it should be.
Busted.
I guess I appreciate that I could still damage it, so I could proc Sack Sword or Fav
Witness the power of Gua. Quietly.
even outside of my DPS window.
No, my sword.
But it's really annoying that it's like they're artificially hindering my ability to do damage just so I would actually play the game. I mean, is that good or bad? I don't know. I guess it's good. I guess it's good now. I actually have to play the game. But then like, wasn't building my character really well also part of the game? But wasn't building my characters and teams really well, and like learning how the game mechanics, like the combat mechanics work, so I could make my characters and teams stronger? Part of the game? Wasn't that also part of the game? Oh, what? Oh no, it will cause growing anxiety for us players. They won't. Oh, I missed it. The stone frog changes elements, and you can't even damage him during that phase. Well, at least like that's sort of it's just a phase change, right? Like at least it's not like at least it's not like it's like the at least the amount of time is like the opposite. The amount of time you get, oh man, I missed it. The amount of time is like the other way around. Right? Like with Kaedahara, the whole time, like 90% of the time is your DPS window, and when he changes when during the phase change, that's not your DPS window. But it's like a very short time because it just shows you like a little animation. Or like a little cutscene, which was sort of part of the quest as well, you know, to unlock him. But like with the Mega Churl boss, it's the opposite, where you can't deal damage with him until you deal with this mechanic. I mean, if if there wasn't the insane amount of RNG in the Genshin artifact system, I honestly wouldn't mind, because like at some point I will finish gearing up my characters and teams, and then I'll be like, okay, I don't have to put any more effort. I don't have to work really hard on building my characters anymore. All these characters are finished, and then I will actually play the game. And by actually play the game, I mean play the game how they want me to play the game. Alright, and I understand. It's like they seem to want Genshin to be sort of mini-gamey, like puzzle, do this first to do that, like try to figure out how to beat this boss, etc. But at the same time, they hold your hand throughout the entire process. So, because they know that their demographic of players is like really, like, is caught between really old sorry, not really old, adults, like working adults, and really young people. We don't make the rules Genshin do. If Geo is coming back the next patch, I expect Golden oh my god, yes. You are correct. Golden Woof Woof is gonna be in this. Oh my god. You just made me realize, yeah. Oh no, it's gonna be it's gonna be that time of the year again, huh? The time of the year where we get the Golden Woof Woof in the abyss. The Golden Woof Woof. I like that name. The mechanical worm. Oh, okay. Got that part where it spins and we deal wet noodles damage. I don't know what we're supposed to do in that boss state. Is there a certain mechanism to knock it down during that phase? Oh yeah. Like when it's like curling around. Oh wait, which spin? The one where it creates like an earth vortex, or the one where it's sort of like curling on itself? If it's that, if the curling on itself thing, then you're supposed to hit like like in the middle of its body. There's like a part of it that's glowing, and you're supposed to hit that. It's obviously it's moving really fast, and if you're like an FPS god, then I'm sure you can hit it like 100% of the time. It's not even a fluke. It's not RNG. It's just you got it. You deal with it. But because it moves so fast, most people, like 99.99% of players, probably just spam the heck out of normal attacks, or like they go into aim mode on their bow characters, and they just like spam left click, hoping it'll hit. Like I don't remember how many times you have to hit it. 2 or 3 times, I don't remember. But after you hit it a certain number of times, like in that glowy part of its body, then it will get knocked out. You can also knock it out. You can also hit it with melee characters. I think it's just a little harder. Can we do Golden Wolf in Abyss? Isn't there a phase which we don't need to attack its head? Golden Wolf? Attack its head? What do you mean? Which head? Like the head of the main body? Or like... Because it throws out... There's a lot of heads when you're fighting the Golden Wolf Lord, man. It... Like the 3 things are like at the edge of the arena, they're heads. The little golden wolf things it throws out, they're also wolf heads. the smaller ones, the gray ones, are also wolf heads. So like, which head are we talking about here? Didn't know I had that. I don't fight it much, so I had no clue. The only reason why I learned that is because it was in Abyss.
Stabilize.
Ring cutter. Busted. Here comes the catch.
Like, look at this. Right? I spent like 10 seconds waiting for its mechanic thing to happen. I deal with the mechanic, and then I get 3 seconds of DPS time. I mean, it's not super tanky, but look at this. Right? Like, how long do I have to wait? I have to deal with the mechanic, alright, and I have to basically try and get everything ready within the like 3 or 5 second DPS window. And I guess it artificially... What's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's another way to make enemies tankier in the game without making them tanky. But then, what about all the players? What about all the casual players? Right, like all the casual players that they so value so much. Like, but you know, where am I getting the idea that the HOYO values their casual player base so much? Where am I getting that idea? They don't add any really hard content in the game. They artificially make things hard. They don't actually give us really hard content. Like, I guess they did give us the local legends, and those are pretty strong. This thing, Hydro Tulpa, also hits pretty hard. It's pretty tanky. But it's not really content that you want to consume unless you need to. Like, you really only need to fight the Hydro Tulpa when you need its materials. And the local legends, you don't even get anything out of it. Maybe an achievement? But then after that one fight, that's it. No reason for you to fight it at all. I don't get it. The mechanical worm got that part where it spins and we deal with noodles. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. 3 thing we need to attack the elements. I take 1 minute that phase alone. Casual. Oh yeah, okay. The Golden Wolf Lord is a pretty good example of a boss that's very similar to the Megatroll fight here. Is it called the Megatroll? What is it called? I don't remember. I guess I should claim these. 4 days, huh? I got 4 days to. Oops. Nope. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons here. All the wrong buttons. Casual players don't even touch the Abyss all that much. They refuse to add more endgame content. Man, you know what? They should give us Abyss like endless mode, right? Like even Plants vs Zombies has an endgame. Plants vs Zombies has an endless game mode. Right? Like there's no win or lose. There's no completion. It's just however far you go, you go. Right? Like if they're right, and they don't even. Now I don't know how the programming of that works. I assume they could manually program every level until like level 100, right? Like, okay, think about this. Imagine, so floor, like we can go until floor 12 of Abyss, and then after that would be. So what is it called again? Like they could even here's a way that they could make it so that it wouldn't be too far off from lore. So it's floor 12. I wonder. It's Abyss, right? So I guess it's going down. Okay. And it's very similar. Like Abyss, going down into the earth, trying to conquer the deepest levels, whatever. It's like the idea there is similar to like in Danmachi, right? In Danmachi, the anime / novels, they call it the dungeon. Okay. And like adventurers are constantly going in there, and that's one of their main sources of income. At the same time, like they're also trying to go to as far as they can to try and go to the bottom. And what is it called? Hang on. Floor. Okay, let's see. Moon, Abyssal Moon Spire. Okay, Abyssal Moon Spire. Floor 12. So I imagine this is floor 12, like downwards. They could just, I don't know, below floor 12. They could just add that name, right? Below floor 12, or Spiral Abyss Infinity, or something like that, right? I don't know how the programming of that would work. Like they could just give us the same. I mean, like I know it'd be boring if they give us the same enemies in the same layout, in the same order, like every single floor, like over and over again, and like the only difference would just be enemies would be tankier and they would hit harder. Like their levels and their stats would just keep going up and up and up. They could do something like that, and at least that would be something. If they wanted to put a little more effort into it, they could have like a set of enemy layouts and enemy types and enemy layouts, and then like randomize that every chamber. They could do that, right? Like a certain set of enemy types and enemy layouts, and like order of like whether it's one wave or multiple waves. Like if it's multiple waves, like in which order they come out. they could have that randomized, and that's all of these like sets would be for first half, and then they would have like another set of different enemy layouts, enemy types, enemy in order for like second half. And then in that way, people like players, like the end game players, the whales, like all the all the players that can actually go down there, will go down there, and we'll keep on trying to figure out like try to map out all the different enemy cycles, types of enemies, etc. And then once we like it at least gives us something to do, something to aim for, right? Like it's at that point, like then we could even, what am I hearing? I thought I was hearing things. Okay, that was weird. Sorry, I thought I was hearing things. At that point, like you could even make Genshin into an esport. I mean, technically, players have already found a way to make Genshin into some kind of esport. It's very minor. Apparently, I don't know if it's only in China or if it's like global, but there's like a Spiral Abyss Floor 12 tournaments that people hold, and it's pretty fun. We're comparing PvZ to Genshin. Also, I don't get why our weeklies don't give us extra in-game currency. Primo's other games played that game. Well, Shinrin, I think that plays a little bit into, because so Hoyo doesn't want to be too generous in Genshin, because at least the way I see it, they seem to be following Apple's approach in terms of trying to maintain Genshin's what's the word I'm looking for? Like their perceived premium value. I don't know if that makes sense, right? Like for example, Apple does not include a charger. Sorry, okay, no, never mind. The charger thing was like a different reason. Yeah, Hoyo. Sorry, not Hoyo. Apple did that for a different reason. So Apple doesn't include a like okay, right? Basically every other Android phone manufacturer, even especially the really cheap ones, the really budget phones, they include a case in the box. They include a screen protector. It's pre-installed, right? But Apple never does that. They never do that. Why? Because it adds to the perceived premium value. It makes their product seem more premium. That it's another reason why they are never going to sell a cheap iPhone is they don't care about market share. What they care about is their brand image.
I have high hopes for this journey.
I don't think the new banner is that bad. Yeah, it's not bad actually. Some people are saying it's bad. It's not terrible, but then like right now there's just so many unknown variables to it. Like right, like we don't know. Is it gonna come back every version update? Is it gonna reset? Are we gonna have like a different set? Sorry, I'm farming for Neuvillette, but I guess the starfish haven't respawned yet. I guess it's one of those things that respawns every 3 days. But yeah, so it's not that bad, but like again, there's so many unknown variables that we don't know yet and haven't been confirmed. I remember I watched MTash's video. I wanted to see what his opinion on it was, and there was a part in that article where they described how it works, that they mentioned it will be here, quote, in air quote, from time to time. From time to time, what does that mean? It's not an announcement. It's like your friend saying, "Oh, hey, this was fun. We should do this sometime." It's not an announcement. And I like in I understand they don't want to make a concrete statement yet because they themselves aren't sure about it yet. They're not sure how popular it will be. They need to test out the waters first, and they don't want to say anything concrete just yet. They don't want to tell us Zhongli's kit yet. Right? It's like Zhongli's kit when he was released. They don't want to tell us Zhongli's kit yet because if they tell us Zhongli's kit, uh if they tell us Zhongli's kit, then it's not, and we think it's not good, then we're gonna outrage, right? We're gonna outrage. But if they tell us this is Zhongli's kit, but this is not the final product, like even after his release, like they say, oh no, like this is subject to change. People will be like, oh, instead of like, why'd you make his kit so bad? Instead of saying that, people are gonna be like, well, I hope they change it, they make it better. Right, so there's no outrage. Only good one about this next update is Neuvillette RERUN. um, Honestly, I'm not. I'm happy about the Chronicled Wish thing. It is without giving us. Well, technically, it's a third banner, running alongside the two limited character banners that are already there. Technically, it's a triple banner setup. Um, but what the? What? What? Hello? He's coming back. Where are you going, my friend? Also, how'd he aggro on me if he was from way over there? That was weird. Wait, I think I'm finished farming these things. Oh, I am. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, I guess I don't need to farm these anymore on this account. All right. Where's the seahorse there? Okay, I want to ask you this. Will you do that endless mode if they're not offering primos? That depends. I think if the enemy layouts and the enemy types are not cringe and annoying, I might actually, right? Like, and they don't even have to offer primos. Like, in fact, like if they offer like star glitter, right? Like something, like give us something that's not useless to an end game player, like Mora, Mystic Enhancement Ores. That's basically useless to an end game player, right? Especially if you're not lazy about farming your crystal chunks and Mystic Enhancement Ores.
Things are about to get dicey. Our bond is strong.
And what else can I farm? Okay, I guess I'm done on this account. All right. Okay, be right back. Just gonna switch to the third account. I gotta finish Abyss. Yeah, I just remembered it. I haven't finished Abyss on that account yet. No wonder I'm starting to lose interest in the game. I don't like Apple products. The next patch is as dry as the desert. That's why they added Neuvillette as players' little oasis. I'm sure that's the case. Yeah, like remember that version update where we got Yelan and Hotao, right? Like it's so obvious. Like sometimes they give us very dry version updates, very dry patches, and they just give us like a banger banner. Can you play Genshin Impact in Apple Vision? I would absolutely not want to play Genshin Impact on that thing. Like imagine the controls, right? Like there's no controllers. It's just detection. It just has to detect your fingers somehow. I'm back from months. Hey, what's up, Mark David? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Good to see you again, man. How have you been? How's life treating you? If they put the artifact juice on the Stardust exchange, it'd be nice. Oh, speaking of artifact juice, that could be something. Yeah, that could be something they could give us a reward instead of Primo Gems, right? For like Abyss Endless mode or something, right? That could be something they could give us. The artifact XP thing, right? That's something that's still valuable to even endgame players. You can pre-farm Chiori. No thanks. I'm not going for Chiori. I have a lot of things to go for already, and I don't have enough primos. I wonder when we'll get an what's his name? An Alhaitham rerun. He hasn't had a rerun in a while. Got a black sword. Ah, you bought the battle pass. Why the black sword though?
I see everything. Here comes the catch. Stand with me.
Stabilize.
Busted. Our bond is strong.
4.6 probably by leaks. Ah, okay. Well, that's man, that puts me at an even worse situation. Then. If that ends up coming true, I'm even more screwed than I am now.
Body and mind.
You see, I really want to get I want to get Neuvillette, and I want to vertically invest into him too. Which means I want to get C2 on him. Maybe not immediately, but as soon as I can. And I want to get his weapon. And maybe even C3. Like similar to how I vertically invested into Rite and Shogun, and how I'm going to vertically invest into Nahida. Although I don't care about Nahida's weapon. I just want her C2 or C3. And the same thing with Alhaitham. But in Alhaitham's case, I also want his weapon.
Busted. Game's up. Stand with me. Committed to memory. Quiet. Our bond is strong.
Three-star black sword. Oh, I thought you were talking about the black sword. Dude. You really have to clarify, dude. There is a sword in the game called the black sword. It's the one in the battle pass.
Let me read you a verse.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Rain outlines your fate.
Pretty good for me. I don't get Neuvillette. If I don't get Neuvillette, I'll get Alhaitham. Yeah, they're both real good, man. Aside from off-field geo damage, what else? What does Chiori do? That's sort of all I've heard about Chiori. I haven't heard much about her yet.
Stabilize.
I see everything.
Oh wait, I forgot. There are two of you guys. Here, she's.
Busted. These are about to get dicey. This way.
How long have you been streaming for? I have maybe. Let me see. 4, 5. Another 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, I have another 2 hours.
Everybody stand back.
One with nature.
Race you. Witness the power of Gurwa. Rain outlines your fate. Know my soul.
The road knows
Yeah. Whoa. Where's Kazuha's HP?
I'm going in.
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Gone. Nice and spicy. Let me lead you a verse. Time to act. This body belongs. Rain
Haha!
outlines your
The Backstreet Boys. They were lined up so perfectly, and they all had pyro on them too. So it was just,
Time to go. One with nature.
it was just perfect.
Witness the power of Gurwa. No mercy.
Hey, what's up, Elijah? How you doing, man? Would Chiori work with Geo MC, Ningguang, and or Goro? At least according to what they said on the live stream, the special program. Apparently, she seems to work better with other Geo characters that have Geo constructs. So, sure. I imagine she'd be a lot better with any other Geo character that has constructs. I'm gonna go get my dinner now. Alright, man. Take care, Babish. Next week is version 4.5, so we all better be ready for that. I know I'm not. Still don't like that Chiori seems like just another Mono Geo edition. She's not even a Geo healer. We only have Noelle and C4 Goro for that. Yeah, you're right, actually. Huh.
No touching.
Never thought about that. I mean, I've never used the Geo team before, but yeah.
ATs. Hard hitting it. Blaze over. Born of ice and frost.
Ow. You're supposed to be frozen. Stop moving.
No touching.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows.
Strike a pose. Let the world come. Smile. Breaking out. For Rex Lapis.
Oh my god, I think Ganyu's dead. Wait, is Ganyu dead? I didn't see her die, but
Roll. The Temple of Wisdom. Quiet now. Game's up. Bond is strong. Torn to oblivion. Ha! Ha!
oh my god. Could you not lift me up into the air, bro?
Just leave her a little. Share my knowledge. Busted. Here comes the challenge.
Hopes.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, here it is. Come on. Hit that thing. Yay, got it. So I guess that was what you were talking about, right, Shinrin? New wish event, that is 50-50. Alright, well, we all know what Luap thinks, huh? I feel like Farina and Grizzly Cake will be on the same banner, period. What makes you think that? Chiori's sword user. Oh my god, Gonyu's not dead. Thank goodness. She might as well be, though. With 300 HP. Chiori's a sword user, but she wields 2 swords, right? She does, yeah, but that's like really only her animations.
Some target practice.
Your sacrifice is ready.
Where do you think you're going? Adorn my nut.
Access denied.
Uh-oh.
No.
58k charged attack. Not bad.
Your coming was foretold. One with nature. With me. The eternal.
Oh no, my Charlotte's energy is a little bit behind.
One with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
No touching.
She should have dealt twice the normal attack hits.
Illusion shattered.
Oh,
Quiet now. Game's up. This way. Make yourselves at home.
Busted. Take it easy.
Now you shall perish. There is no escape.
Things are about to get dicey.
oh no, I didn't hit anything with the E.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
I didn't hit anything with Yelan's E. Darn it. What?
There is no escape. Everyone hold hands.
I just hit S while charge attacking with Raiden Shogun, and for some reason it doesn't auto lock onto the thing onto the Wii nut.
Grow, grow.
So does the Wii not have like a target thing?
Illusion shattered. Sleep through.
Quiet now.
Oh my god, are we actually gonna run out of time?
Now you shall perish.
I am gonna run out of time. Okay, barely. Just barely. New wish banner for next week, right? Chronicled wish? Is that what it's called? Yes, that's exactly what it's called. Grizzly Cake rerun is already due, given he is in 4.1. Also, we usually start rerunning Archons at 0.6. Ah, Freena. Yeah. That is highly likely. Freena is highly likely to rerun 4.6 because it's been a pattern, and so far it's been 100% the same. There's been no deviation so far. Every Archon has rerun for 4 version updates after they get released, and so far that hasn't deviated yet.
The birds
So as long as Hoyo doesn't decide to suddenly break the pattern, then Farina is definitely going to rerun in 4.6.
Access denied.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my nut.
Let my name echo in song. Smile. Ready to. Correct weapon. Born of ice and frost.
One with nature.
Oh my god. What was I aiming at?
Share my knowledge.
Take it easy.
Ah! I missed.
These are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Stand with me. Torn to oblivion. Committed to memory. Make yourselves at home.
Here comes the catch.
Now you shall perish.
Shine down.
Grow. Sharing my knowledge.
Busted. These are about to get dicey.
This way. Torn to oblivion.
And we're dead. Okay. With RJ, the management of the novice alchemist is really the name of the anime, you know. Management of the that oh, I remember. Yeah, you mentioned that before. That's really the name. It sounds like a description. Interesting. So, you guys don't seem to have much of an opinion about the Chronicled Wish. Like, I don't know. Like, the content creators are like up in arms about it, but then like most of you guys are like, huh, okay. You guys seem really chill about it. Yeah, what do you guys think about it? Do you guys like it? Because like I've said my thoughts about it on it before, and I'm not super happy about it, but obviously I'm not angry about it. It's I think overall it's a nice addition to the game. It at least helps rerun characters that haven't had a rerun in a really long time, at least a little faster. Right? Like, for example, when were they planning on rerunning Eula ever? They didn't rerun Eula for 2 years. They reran her. When were they planning to rerun Eula ever again? Obviously, they know Eula's banners don't do very well. Unless if they pair her with somebody else who's really popular, like Nahida. Which I think they paired her with Nahida last time she was here. Right? And here she is. Thanks to the Chronicle Wish thing, they get a chance to rerun characters that would otherwise not be able to rerun. And the Chronicled Wish thing, they could decide to, okay, we'll put all the characters in there that are part of the main event story quest. But they didn't say anything like that. No, like the as far as we can tell, the characters on the very first Chronicled Wish thing seem to be completely random. The only conditions to be on the for a 5-star to be on the Chronicled Wish thing so far is like the only one that they gave, which was has to be a character that's had a rerun, I believe, or what was it, like a rerun of two times or 2 banners before this, and have not rerun like the last X amount of months. I think I don't remember exactly, but it was something like that. To me, a wish is a wish, so MF2P, so this helps. Now, it honestly, it still doesn't fix the fact that new players are going to be even more confused, right? Like, because even from back then when we first got double banners, at that point in the game, there were already quite a lot of characters. There were already quite a lot of limited 5-star characters, and people were already thinking, what if we get to the point where we have so many characters in the game? How do we rerun all of them in, like, without waiting 4 years before a character reruns? Do we eventually get triple banners, quadruple, quintuple banners? And that would be cool and all, but then, like, what if 3 out of the 5 banners, 3 out of the 5 limited 5-star characters, what if you want 3 out of 5? We barely even, like, at least for the free-to-plays, right? I'm speaking for the free-to-plays. Free-to-plays barely even have enough Primo Gems to guarantee 1 5-star every version update, or at least every set of banners. Unless if they're just always really lucky and get early pity and win 50-50. But on average luck, no, free-to-plays, yeah, barely even have enough to guarantee a 5-star every set of banners. How much more if each set of banners was, if each version update was 10 banners? Because there'd be 5 limited 5-star banners running at the same time every time. And not to mention, new players would have no idea who to wish for. It would be so new player unfriendly. As a whale, I don't trust the banner specifically if F2Ps try it and expect to get their stuff till they miss. Then no primos would feel especially bad since I stream Genshin. I missed no primos. The event wish is a one-time event and never gonna come back again. I mean, okay. I think it's time for us to go ahead and take a look at that article that they had. Hang on. Where's the Genshin thing? Okay. And Chrome. Okay, I think that's right. Okay. Right, so we are on Hoyo's site, and okay, here it is, right? I mean, I haven't looked at this. The only information I know about the Chronicled Wish thing is just what I got from the special program and watching other content creators talk about it. So let's deep dive on ourselves in there. Held Wish, what can I get from it? Okay. Chronicled Wish is new type of wish that allows you to wish for certain rerun characters and weapons. Okay. Alright, we already know that. What are the rules? Okay, what are the rules? Requires, okay, Intertwined Fate. So the pink, blue ones. Well, pink, purple ones. For wishing, you must choose your chronicled path by selecting a 5-star character or weapon from the 5-star items. If the designated item is a character, the 5-star items you can obtain from the wish will all be characters. Whereas if designated... Okay, so if you pick a character, you can only get a character. If you pick a weapon, you will only get a weapon. So why did they mention this? Because whoever you pick is not... Like, when you get your 5-star, you're not guaranteed to get that 5-star that you pick. Okay, so... the guarantees for both the 5-star and the 4-star items. 4-star items, huh? So there will be 4-star items. Is it like the standard banner, where there's no specific 4-stars that have a rate up, where every 10 wishes you're just guaranteed a 4-star? Is it that? Like, I mean, they didn't say any, like. They didn't mention any 4-stars, so I imagine it's going to be like the standard banner with the 4-star thing. Maximum 90 wishes conducted will secure a 5-star item through the guarantee. Okay. Same as the current limited 5-star. Limited 5-star banner and the standard banner. 90 hard pity. When you obtain a 5-star in this event wishes, there is a 50% chance it will be the designated item. That by designated item, they're talking about the one that you picked. Alright, you are guaranteed to win a 4-star above items at least once every 10 attempts. Okay, so 4-star pity still the same. Alright, so there again, essentially, there's a 50-50 that you get the one that you picked. There's a 50-50 that you don't get the one that you picked. But if it was a character that you picked, then you will only get one of the characters that is on it, and you will not get the weapons. But if it's a weapon, then you will only get the weapons that are on it and not a character. Okay. After choosing a 5-star designated item, you will obtain a 5-star item that was not your designated item. You will receive 1 fate point. Okay. The fate point, essentially, they're just telling you, oh, you're on guaranteed now. Once you have reached the maximum amount of fate points, 1. Why do they feel the need to mention that? Why do they need to feel the need to mention once you reach the maximum amount of fate points, 1 fate point? Just once you have one, when you have 1 fate point, when you have a fate point, like how much easier it is. Like, who is this? Their like their thesis, their high school thesis. Like whoever is writing the like this stuff, like are they just getting like high schoolers writing their thesis to write this stuff? Because like it feels like they're right. Like y'all remember when you were in high school, teacher says, oh, 6 pages, oh, 500 words. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm done talking about it. All right, how do I get to 500 words? How do I get to 6 pages? All right, well, okay, wait. Which of these sentences can we say again? Which of the in a different way? All right, how do we say it in a different way? How do we make this sentence longer? It feels like that, man. Eula is a great physical DPS, but you need Superconduct if you're into elemental reactions, so may not be your type. She's one of my tops to kill bosses and had her for years. Eventually, Eula hit C7 on the last banner. C7? Oh my god. That is a kind of a waste, but man, you certainly do love your Eula, huh? I mean, you know, Eula's a great physical DPS, yes, because she is sort of the only good physical DPS. But that, I'm not saying she's bad. She is actually really good. In fact, I'm going to try and get me a copy of Eula because I already have C1 Eula on my 3rd account, and like in the Chronicled Wish, if I still have enough primos after getting, you know what? I'm not even sure. Like I'm like on the fence about going for Eula C2 because I already have Eula C1 on my 3rd account, and I'm on the fence about going for Eula C2 first before getting my Neuvillette and weapon on my 3rd account. The next 5-star you obtain through this wish is guaranteed to be your designated item. Obtaining the current designated item or changing your choice will reset your fate points to 0. To take version 4.5's Chronicled Wish as an example, if you choose the character, okay, Jean, as your designated item, then the 5-star you will receive will be limited to the character's image below. Okay. Oh, I could have used this for my thumbnail. What is that? Okay. Therefore, not include weapons. As Jean is the item, you will be received. Okay. Alright. If you were to receive the character Eula instead, you would receive 1 fate point. Next 5-star you obtain. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. When Chronicled Wish event ends, will my calculated wishes carry over to the next Chronicled Wish? How about the fate points Chronicled Wish? Okay. So good question. So, I think the reason why they went with like naming it, you get 1 fate point and that 1 fate point means you're guaranteed. I think the reason why they do this is like, okay, so if we go in the weapon manner, There's no like guarantee thing on the weapon banner. Instead, they give us the epitomized path. They give us this thing. Because they have the epitomized path or the fate point thing, they can make it so that this doesn't carry over to the next version update. They can just decide that. Whereas with the limited 5-star character banner, they just stated in the rules, if you lose 50-50, that's not right. That's the wrong button. There we go. Thank you. Whereas in the limited character banner, they specifically state after you lose, I don't know which part of this, but if you don't get the character on the banner, you get a 5-star character, and your next 5-star will be the character on the banner. Right? So they have to carry that over, because there's no they can't make up an excuse that isn't just flat out stupid and doesn't make sense to make it so your guarantee doesn't carry over, because they specifically state that. Hang on, where is it? All right, 50% chance it will be the featured character. Okay, okay. If the 4-star item, that's the 4-star item. Where's the 5-star? Okay. The first time you win a 5-star item in the event wish, there's a 50% chance it will be the promotional character. If the first 5-star you win in the event wish is not the promotional character, the next 5-star you win is going to be is guaranteed to be the promotional character, right? So they state it specifically. So there's no way they can, they could, I don't know, they could make it so that it doesn't carry over, because there's nothing to not carry over, right? There's nothing to not carry over into the next version update. Whereas the way that they did the guarantee thing on the weapon banner is they made up this like make-believe system. This is what it's called. You get this. And then because you have this, you're guaranteed. You can guarantee the one you want. And it's the same thing with this. Instead of saying your next 5-star is guaranteed to be the one you chose, instead of doing that, they made it complicated. They made it convoluted. They made it annoying. They made it so that they have a way out of it. They have a way to get people to potentially wish more. Because if you are a low spender, and you're just spending whatever you have left from your last salary that you don't need anymore, and you just so happen to lose 50-50 on this Chronicled Wish thing, and you don't have enough free gems on your account, and you don't have enough cash to buy more Genesis Crystals, to buy more Primo Gems, you're gonna lose that one fate point, and the next time the Chronicled Wish thing comes out, you're gonna have to go through it over again. You're gonna have to spend just as much as you would have to guarantee in the last version update. Now, I get it. Business, right? Genshin's a business. Right? Genshin's a game. Hoyo's a business. Sure, they need to make money to keep afloat, of course. Just annoying. Just annoying. They word it so... They word it in a way that, they set up the system to make it too complicated for some people who can't be bothered to learn it. Like, who can't be bothered for the 5 minutes to try and fully understand what it means. And they just get away with it. A lose-lose situation for F2P, right? I'm not even happy enough losing 50-50 on a character banner. That's event wish to me, right? Like, I mean, okay, that is the one But one of the few bad things that I hate about this is the fact that your guaranteed is not a guaranteed. It's a fate point, and the fate, your guaranteed comes from the fate point, and the fate point doesn't carry over, and because it's called Chronicled Path, apparently just exactly the same as what they call it, epitomized path on the weapon banner. You know, I bet Hoyo, I bet Hoyo wishes they had thought of this path system, the chronicled path or the epitomized path system, when they released the game. I bet you Hoyo wishes they came up with that idea, right? Like I guarantee you, they absolutely would have set up the whole chronicled path thing on this banner, on the limited 5-star character banner, if they had thought of that before the game came out. Can you choose what character you can get? Can you choose for a free 5-star? Daryl, there is no free 5-star, but you can choose which 5-star you want. And like I said, like it says up here, it is a 50-50. Your first 5-star will be 50% chance to be the one you picked, or a 50% chance to be another 5-star character if it was a character. But if it was a weapon, there's a 50% chance it will be the weapon you picked, and there's a 50% chance that it will be the other weapons here. But your next 5-star, if you have enough primos to wish for the next 5-star before 4.5 is over, will be guaranteed to be the one you picked. Ay, man, that was a yay. Yikes. That was a lot of talking. Sounds like a lot of businesses do this practice, right? Like it's reasonable enough because the rules are so clearly stated that you can't say it's sleazy. But it is sleazy. It's just that they're being very honest about it. Man. That is the one of the very few things that I really don't like about it. Now, the other thing that I don't like about the Chronicled Wish system is because there are so many 5-stars on it, plus the fact that you have your regular 2 character banners. For new players, it is going to be really hard for them to decide who they want, especially for the really new players who've never heard of Genshin before, and they're just playing. It's like their first week, their first month of playing Genshin, right? Like they have to like, if they want to make the most of their primogems and their fates, their intertwined fates, they have to take up so much of their time to learn like what all these characters do in order for them to have an informed decision, to make an informed decision of which character or weapon they should get. And it's not very character friendly. And going back to what I mentioned before, when we first had double banners, people were saying, okay, at some point we might have triple banners, quadruple banners, quintuple banners, etc. At that point, that would be cool. We would get character reruns more frequently, but then it would be a lot harder for low spenders and free-to-plays to choose who they're going to wish on this rerun, because they don't have enough primogems and intertwined faith for it, and new players will have a lot of trouble trying to figure out which one they should get first. So those are some of the cons of this Chronicled banner system. Now, I will say, yeah, I think the pros outweigh the cons. Not by much, but I think the pros do outweigh the cons. I wonder how it feels to team Itto and Neuvillette on my team when I got those two for version 4.5, Elijah, sad to say, Itto doesn't team up very well with anybody who isn't Geo, especially because Neuvillette is also Itto is an on-field DPS, and Neuvillette is also an on-field DPS, and both of them are on-field DPSs that take up so much field time. they they really do. They take up so much field time, especially in Neuvillette. Like, you could be on the field with Neuvillette like the whole time and not even rotate to your other characters. Like, there's just like the way he plays makes it so that you could choose to be on the field with him forever. Yeah, and they barely give Primos enough to pity. Right? Like, yeah, so that's the problem is, and it's not even a problem with the Chronicled wish system. It's a problem like with, you know, the way that Hoyo has decided to run Genshin. And I'm willing to bet. I mentioned this before and I'm going to mention it again. I'm very sure that they have calculated exactly how many Primogems each event gives, and how many in comparison to how many Primogems you need to get a guaranteed character, according to the rates, according to these rates that they decided before the game came out. I'm sure they've calculated that that if you are free to play or even a very low spender, that you will barely not have enough. You will barely not have enough to get a 5-star character every banner. I'm very sure about that. Like, that is just basic psychology, right? Like, basic psychology, FOMO, right? Like, if you give somebody enough free currency, here's the thing. If you give somebody a $5 you give somebody an $8 coupon, and you're selling hot dogs for $10, right? Wouldn't that make them think about, oh, well, how do I get $2 more? Right? They either have to actually spend $2. Isn't that like, that's basically how coupons work, right? That's why businesses give out coupons. Is because it makes you feel like, oh, well, I have this, I could buy something of this, and then once you go to the store, there's nothing that's cheap enough for that coupon to buy, and everything is just barely too expensive for that coupon. So now you actually have to spend money. So Hoyo really wants you to be in debt for characters. I mean, it's like I said, right? Genshin is a video game, and Genshin is a product, and Hoyo is a business. I understand that. They have to make money. That is up to you, the consumer, to decide how much money you're willing to spend on pleasure. Because Genshin is not an investment. It's not even like you can't even build an account and then sell it. Like, it's just not worth it, right? Like, it takes so much time to build an account, even if you're gonna build an account free to play, right? Like, even if you build an account free to play, you build it. It's gonna take you like a year or 2 years to get an account to AR60, to have like a good roster of characters that are built really well. That account is definitely worth selling. But then, with how much time you've now spent building up that account, is it really still worth selling for like, what, $100? I highly doubt a Genshin account will be like, I highly doubt somebody is willing to buy a Genshin account for $500, $1,000. And even at $1,000, even if somebody's willing to buy a Genshin account for $1,000, at that point, at 1 or 2 years of your time grinding, going through all those quests, farming for all these characters, building them, farming for all the weapons, and logging into the game, getting all your free mogems to build this account in order for you to sell it for $1,000. Is it even worth it? Absolutely not, right? Especially if you live in a country that has high wages. Absolutely not. Even if you like, I live in the Philippines. Wages here are like, they're not the lowest in the world, but they're pretty low. There's a reason why a lot of call centers are like stationed here. There's a reason why a lot of, like, when you call AT&T, like, you're almost like 99% of the time you're talking to a Filipino. Right? Like, because wages here are really low. And even with the really low wages here in the Philippines, I'm going to tell you, it is not worth your time building up a Genshin account and even selling it for $1,000. Absolutely not. Even like, especially even more so if you actually spend money on an account and sell it. I built physical Chi-Chi. Her skill cooldown takes a day to... Well, not with Sack Sword, but yeah, I get what you mean. Buy an account. Stop. Yep, definitely do not buy an account. There is, okay, I mentioned buying accounts, selling accounts, etc. Please do not ever buy and or sell accounts. There is a very high probability that you are going to get scammed. It's not hard. It's not hard to scam someone and or to get scammed buying and or selling a Genshin account. Plus the fact that it's not worth it. Kind of hard to kick the bucket with this game. I know, right? It is. It is. Like, me, I personally still do really like the game. I just really don't like the way it's being run. And, yeah. Despite the way it's being run, the amount of content just fits me so well. Right, like basically every day, most days, I now have to log in. I have 3 accounts, by the way. Like, on most days, I log into the game for like 10 minutes and I'm done for the day. Like, in a couple of hours from now, I'll log in again just to condense one more resin, just to make sure my resin doesn't cap. And then after that, that's it. The next time I log in will be the next daily server reset. And that's sort of like, it's like, it makes me feel like I'm spending very little time to keep building up an account, and that account gets stronger. And as that account gets stronger, I have more fun because that account feels stronger to play, like, in combat. Because I'm not the type of Genshin player that is like the casual player that's just here for the hugs and kisses. No, I'm here for the combat stuff. I'm here for the main storyline. So, yeah, that's what I'm after. Just take your friend's account for free. What? Is Chi-Chi good or no? No, Chi-Chi is not good at all. No. Hey, what's up, Sign? How you doing, man? For meta, no, but for fun, yes, maybe. Maybe. Okay. What am I doing here? All right, using up some resin. Oh wait. Hang on. Was there something else down here? Let's see. Fate points. Okay. The wish guarantee count. The count will continue to accumulate in the Chronicled Wish. Carry over to the next Chronicled Wish. Guarantee count for the Chronicled Wish. Wait. The wish guarantee count for the Chronicled Wish is independent of the guarantee count of other types of wishes. Okay. So yeah, that is why they specifically state you will receive 1 fate point, and they specifically do not state your next wish will be guaranteed to do the one that you picked. So they can come up with stuff like this. It is independent of that. Your fate point will not be carried over to the next Chronicled Wish. Your fate points will be reset to 0 when the current Chronicled Wish ends. That sucks. Basically the same as the weapon banner. Will the item list change between different Chronicled Wish periods? Are there corresponding rules for said changes? Okay. Alright. Period may change. So they state may. So they're not sure yet. For details, please stay tuned for the Chronicled Wish event notices. Okay. Only event exclusive 5-star characters have already appeared in a character event wish. Or character event wish 2 at least 3 times. Okay, so that have been released and have had at least 2 reruns. And have also not appeared in any recent event wishes. Okay, recent event wishes. So they could recent could be didn't appear in the last one. Recent could be hasn't had a rerun in 2 years. So it's a little vague, but I understand they don't want to make definite statements. Because it's like it's the first time. It's a new system. They don't know what they want yet. Okay. Already appeared in Chronicled Wish. Okay, wait. Characters that have already appeared in Chronicled Wish may still appear in future Chronicled Wishes, other with event wishes. Okay. Okay. When will it be available? Will be available from time to time. Yeah, there it is. Please stay tuned to our official news for detailed information about when they will be available. If you still have queries about Chronicled Wish, feel free to leave them in the comment section or stay. Okay. Alright, essentially, this might even be a one-off. It's unlikely that it'll be a one-off because they say it will be available from time to time. But what is from time to time? Is that once a version update? Or is that once every 5 years? At least we get weapon at 180 wish, otherwise 270. Yes, that is one of the big things about this sign. Yeah, that is true. And that's why I mentioned that this thing has pros and it has cons. The cons are pretty bad, the pros are pretty good. But the pros outweigh the cons, but not by much, but they do outweigh the cons. So the pros are yes, the weapon hard pity is 180 instead of 270 with the current with the current epitomized path system. The hard pity is if you lose your 2575 or you don't get the weapon you want twice, you will get it at the third time if you chart the course. But if you don't chart the course, then you might as well be like Tectone and spend $2,000 to get 1 copy of Staff of Homa. And yeah, that's not fun. So that's the nice thing about it. Another nice thing about it is who wants standard 5 stars and standard weapons? Like, right, like losing 50-50 on the standard, oh sorry, not standard, on the limited character banner and on the weapon banner. So on the weapon banner it's not 50-50. I know it's 75-25, but after the 75-25 there's a 50-50 between the 2 weapons on the banner, right? So it's still eventually it's even worse than a 50-50. So pros, if one of the characters here is one that you want, okay, you go pick that, and the other characters on it, if not all of it, then at least some of them are characters that you also want, then hey, not bad, right? Not bad. That's a lot better than losing 50-50. Like let's say for example you want Eula, and you're like, oh, Klee's cute. I've always wanted to have a Klee. I don't want to use her, but I just want to have a copy of her. Oh, Diluc, like my account's old. My Diluc's C5 already. I don't use him, but if he gets to C6, then maybe I'll use him. Oh, Jean, I don't have a copy of Jean yet. Sure, it'd be nice to get a copy of Jean. Oh, I heard Albedo's pretty good. And you're like, oh, man, I lost 50-50. Oh, I got Albedo. Oh, that's fine. Right? Rather than losing... Okay, going on this banner, trying to get Zhao, losing 50-50, and instead getting a Chi-Chi. Getting a Dia. Right? Like, that's a lot worse. Now, that being said... You should definitely be careful wishing on this banner. Because the guarantee does not carry over. Because if they're terrible people. Right? You should be very careful wishing on this banner. And by that, I mean, you should wish on this banner with the same mindset as how you would wish on the weapon banner. And by that, I mean... Most people really only wish on the weapon banner if they are sure they have at least 270 wishes. It's highly unlikely that you will go hard, very hard pity every single time, 3 times in a row. But there is a chance that that'll happen. So if you don't have 270 wishes, then that means you're getting the wrong 5-star weapon twice, and you run out of primos, and the banner changes. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. You definitely do not want to do that. So, just like with the same mindset that you have wishing on the weapon banner, no matter how much you like the weapons on the weapon banner, and no matter how much you like the weapons on the Chronicled Wish banner and the characters on the Chronicled Wish banner, I would highly, strongly recommend that you only wish on the Chronicled banner in the same way the weapon banner too. If you are sure you have on the Chronicled banner you have at least 180 wishes, just to make sure that you get you can actually get what you want before it goes away. RJ, don't talk about Dia. Me and my friend have lost 3 times there. Oh my god. Really? She's a new 5-star. How have you lost 50-50 to her already? 3 times? As for me, my third account, oh wait, I am on my third account. Yeah, I am on my third account. Now, I'm on my third account right now, and this account loses 50-50 so much. Like, it's not even funny. This account loses 50-50 so much that it's not even funny, right? Like, look at this. Diluc and Jean at C5 on a free-to-play account? What? So, in my case, and that, plus Eula C1. C2 is not amazing, but it's not bad. It'll at least make Eula a little more usable. Right? In my case, it's like a win-win-win. Right? It's going on the Chronicled banner, Chronicled Wish is a win-win-win. Now, that being said, going back here, I don't have a lot of wishes left. Don't have a lot of primos, so how much is that? How many wishes do I have here? So I got 19, okay, plus 61 is 80. Okay, I have 80. And plus Star Glitter, 89. So I absolutely do not have enough to guarantee anything on the Chronicled Wish. At least not yet. At least not currently. Of course, there will be the events in 4.6. There is still that. But even with those, I'm pretty sure it still won't be enough to get me around to 180 wishes. Now, 4.5 is basically over. Right? Like, there's like 5 days, less than a week left So
Yourself to
there are no more. There are no. There are not going to be any more events in 4.5. So the only wishes I'm going to have by the time that the Chronicled Wish comes out will be the ones that I currently have already, and the ones that I get from events and daily commissions. And maybe an Abyss reset, depending on how long the Chronicled Wish banner lasts. By the time before the Chronicled Wish goes away. And if I don't get 180 around 180 by then
I see everything.
yeah, I will not be wishing on the Chronicled banner at all.
Stand with me.
Oh my god,
Here comes
I just barely didn't have enough energy.
Just wait for your little.
quiet now.
I never won a single 50-50. Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Two, 1, 3. Two, 1, 3. Okay. Did I finish farming on this account last night? I remember staying up a little late last night just to try and farm a little bit for Neuvillette. Because I still need a bunch of these like drops from these what are they called? Aberrants? Like the sea creatures. Most of these 5 stars are outdated and need someone to get even stronger. That is true. Absolutely. Yeah, like Diluc either needs you to be good enough at at video games in general that you can do dragon striking without Xianyun, or you'd need to have Xianyun. Jean, pretty much. Well, I wouldn't say useless, but like just not very good. Especially without Farina, and even with Farina, if you have Xianyun, then like she's just not that good. Right? You might as well use Xianyun instead of Jean. Oh my god, the drop rate on these things is abysmal. Some just don't even, just flat out don't even drop anything. Yeah, that was reasonable. RJ, what do you think of fast equip artifacts? Are you talking about the new system? Are you talking about this one? The new one, the new system? I hate it. it's terrible. I hate the fact that they don't let you pick exactly which artifacts you want. The loadout system, you mean? Yeah. No. I hate it. I haven't used it once. In fact, I haven't even gone into the interface. I just like as soon as they announced like how it was gonna work, I was like, nah. I hate it. Oops. You're not a thing. Ah, you're up there too. Alright. Man, I'm kinda hungry. Whoa, you're tanky. Oh, all of you are tanky. Oops. I missed. Oh, he was a lot. I thought he was big and like really far away. Apparently he was really close. RJ, do you achievement hunt in Genshin? No, never. When I was super new to the game, I tried to. Just the elemental reaction ones, but at some point I just gave up. I just thought, 5 primos, 5 primos, 10 primos? No thanks. Bye. Oh, bye, Otis. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was on a really long-winded rant. Don't know if the main substats are better, or set bonuses are better. Well, if there's a good balance between the two. Yeah, there's a good balance between substats and main. Sorry, the word. Sorry, not two. Set bonuses. Yeah, between the set bonuses and the main stats and substats. Yeah, there's a good balance between them. Single file. I do know that artifact farming is a pain. Seems HP and defense are the worst stats in the artifacts. Well, you know, it's even worse now. Because back then, defense and HP were completely useless. So once you got a defense and HP one, you were just like, okay, just feed it. Now, we have characters that scale off of HP and defense. And characters that scale off of defense. So back then, you'd be like, oh, HP, okay, trash. Oh, defense, okay, trash. Now you're not even sure. I hate it. I mean, I appreciate that there's more character build diversity, but I guess then, all right. Statistically speaking, it does make it easier to build, you know, a wider variety of characters, right? Because like not all characters scale off of attack. You won't have to. It'll be easier for you to get a good number of artifacts, main stats, and substats, and on the right sets as well, because some of what you used to refer to as trash is now actually pretty good on some of those non-attack scaling characters. It's really just a relevant. You have healers, a shield, etc. Oh. That's why I said just trust your instinct at this point. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, like I just really hate that I now have to spend like another few seconds, trying to decide if an artifact is trash or not, and because now HP and defense are now not completely useless. Like, look at this. Okay, where are they? Yeah, okay, there. Look at this. Right? Like, I don't have any defense scaling characters, but I am just saving these in case a good defense scaling character does come out that I want in the future. But they're just all sitting here, taking up space. And I hate it. It's just awful. And now I do have characters that scale off of HP, but not that many. Not that many. So, okay. And because of that, like, look at my artifacts. I have 1,200 artifacts. Okay, and these are all my... okay, so up to this point are all the one... Okay, hang on. So up to this point are all the ones that I leveled. And that's like a third. Right? And I don't want to trash some of them, because some of them like are... Okay. I don't know which one of them, but some of them are like HP percent, defense percent that I just so happens to started leveling up and then found out, ooh, okay, they're getting good stats, they're getting good rolls. Okay, to this day, some of them still have not been used. Noelle, yeah, but I don't want to use Noelle. I have characters much stronger than Noelle. Why would I use Noelle? Maybe if I really liked her playstyle. And I don't hate her playstyle. I just don't like it enough for me to actually spend time building her. Plus the fact that her best in slot artifact set is the Husk set. Now, you can argue that I could just, because I have oh my god. Really? Dumb neighbors. $1,800? Yeah, because you probably haven't cleared your inventory. I just cleared my inventory, man. I have 1,200 artifacts after just clearing it. I cleared it like a couple of days ago. And I haven't even farmed artifacts since a couple of days ago because I've been farming for Neuvillette. And that's why you see me doing all this boring stuff right now. Ah, man. Do I even have enough yet? Ah, thank God. It's finally enough. Now, my question is, which starfish have I not gotten yet? Have I gotten all of them? Okay, I think I've gotten all of them from yesterday. 79. There is 79 on the map, and how many do I have? Is that right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright. 108. Okay, we're kind of getting close. Not bad. Alright, I'm just glad I'm done farming this stuff. Okay, you know what? I like, it's on my map. I might as well finish it. Yunjin. That. Wait. Someone blew up? You're surprised that Yunjin is scales off of defense? Her buff is from defense. I think her, like, if you want to make her do damage, I think she scales off of attack. But obviously, we're not using Yunjin to make her do damage. Oh wow, no, her skill, yeah, her skill damage is actually from defense. Okay, her burst damage though is from defense, but, you know, again, like I said, we're not using Yunjin to do damage. You're using Yunjin for buffs. Yeah, so, yeah, her buffs scale off of defense, yeah. Attack, wait, don't tell me you've been using Yunjin and putting attack stats on her. I'm using attack stats on, oh my god. Oh my god, wait. No, you're trolling, right? Chat's so silent. It was quite lively earlier. Yeah, it was quite lively earlier. There were 16 people in chat earlier. Now it's 11. So, you know, it's fine. Anyway, good to see you again, Siri. How have you been, man? Dean got power cut by Xianyun. No circle impact. And he heals all allies continually. Not one at a time. Yeah, that is true. And they power crept her right after she finally became relevant. Run away. Last night I found out you cannot dodge this. Oh, you can. But you'd have to be really far away. Come on! I need to get Whoa! That was way too close. That was way too close. Alright. Let's get away from here. Just use the crab ability? No. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to lose the stingray ability. Yeah, I don't want to lose the ray ability because I need it for farming this. The crab ability sucks for farming. It does so little damage, and I have to wait for enemies to attack me to actually do good damage. Wow, really? 3 guys? Give me one thing? Any non-domain recommendations? Non-domain recommendations? I'm not strong enough to challenge the higher domains. Sorry, what do you mean by recommendations for what, Night Owl?
No touching.
Into the wind.
Artifact set? Oh, okay. Non-domain ones? Like, how many are there? There's only 2, right? There's only Wanderers and Gladiators. There's really not much else. When you say you're not strong enough to challenge the higher domains, what do you mean? Like, you're not AR45 yet, or your teams just aren't strong enough? Like, they're, you know, it takes you. Oh man, I don't have the thing anymore. Do you mean that your teams just take too long to complete the domains because they're just not built yet? What am I hitting? And after all of that, doesn't give anything. I rushed and cheesed through 45, but it was not ready for area. Okay. I get what you mean. Yeah, you probably like went through all your Archon quests like really fast, and as well as like your your major world quests. I understand what you mean. You rushed through AR45, but like the problem with the way Genshin is made is if you character and team like combat strength is highly dependent on time, and by time I mean like how long your account has been like has existed. Because resin, and okay, it also means that your account might be like an older account will mean that you have more characters to have to have raised, which means you'll have fought world bosses and weekly bosses a lot more than a really young account, which means you'll have more gladiators and wanderers pieces. Where were those? Ah, here. Oh no, those are not. Those are the robot dudes. I only have one high level character, level 80 MC. Oh my god. Wait, Night Owl, are you a new player or are you just on a new account? Why is your Ganyu back to normal skin? I'm on my third account, Siri. Yeah, I'm on my third account. My second and third accounts are free to play and don't have any Genesis crystals to buy the skin. Isn't it weird how Neuvillette was like a supporter of Melazines, right? And like Melazines and like all other aquatic life because he's the Hydro Dragon. But his ascension materials require us to basically commit genocide of the sea creatures. I I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. Went to Air 45, World 5 before finishing Dane's Lift quest. Wow. How'd you level up so fast? I mean, is the AR XP from all the Archon quests before that enough to get you to AR 45? Man, this is really boring. 151, 533. Okay. Finally done with that. Now my next problem is My next big problem is when Alhaitham reruns, I'm gonna have to farm the sand grease pupas. Not looking forward to that. So apparently the sand grease pupas are pretty scattered all over the place. Population control, are they? It's it's like the plot of Kingsman, like the first Kingsman. The first Kingsman was what was it? Basically, there are too many people in the world. We gotta commit. You know, we gotta do a culling. We gotta cull a huge chunk of the population. There's just too many people on Earth. Started playing Genshin October 2020. Okay, when I got Amber, I left it. 3 years later, came. Oh my God, you took a break for 3 years. Got Kaya and Lisa. Now what? What? Amber in October 2020 and Lisa and Kaya in November 2023. Jeez. Hey, what's up, wrong person? I'm good, man. I'm a little hungry. I think I'm gonna be getting a snack. But daily server reset is here and no. There it is. Yeah. Oh man. I gotta do daily commissions now. Okay. I need to figure out which talent books I need. So which ones do we have today? Oh, sorry. What day is it? Thursday. Okay. Thursday. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing some organizing. I'm on a browser right now. What was that? Sumeru. Okay. And okay. Okay, so which characters are we likely to have in the future? Yelon. Okay, how many of these do I have already? Oh wait, no. Wow, really? I don't. Okay. Yoimiya. There's a chance I'll have Yoimiya in the future. Yeah, I have plenty of those, so don't need that. Oh, Neuvillette. Okay. And do I have enough books for Neuvillette? No, I do not. Alright, I guess we're doing Sumeru then. Or sorry, Fontaine. Equity, yeah? Alright, equity. Now I'm addicted and just going all over the place. Hey, we're all in the same boat, man. They weren't paying their taxes. They welcome you with depression. Equity. Okay, we're good. Oh, what were the enemies in here again? Oh, those things. Hey, man. And on top of this, I haven't even finished. I haven't 100%ed Chenyu Veil on my second account yet.
Strike a pose! Let the world fly!
I've just gotten real lazy lately. I don't know why.
Born
I just don't. Like. I still really like Genshin, but there's nothing to do in the game that's not monotonous and boring. Right? Like, there's stuff I have to do. Right? Like, I have to 100% Chenyu Veil on my second account. I have to farm for Neuvillette, like the mats. I haven't even done it on my second account yet. But it's just all the boring things. And I really just don't want to do it.
Adorn my night. The wind knows it.
Shower me with praise!
That's a sign. I had that last year. What sign?
Breaking news! This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
A sign of what, Luab?
We're way behind schedule.
That was kind of lucky, yeah. 2 gold ones. Now that one's not lucky.
Smile!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Time to shine! No touching!
Especially when you have multiple accounts. Are you talking about burnout? Oh no, say it ain't so. And on top of that, I gotta do daily commissions now. Ah, there's no events. There are no more events because it's right at the end of 4.4. So now there's no more events. I've already claimed all my event rewards. So now I have to actually do
Next time
daily
I get you
commissions. Ah.
A walk would be nice.
Oops.
Yeah. Time to go.
Thank goodness they didn't give me too many of the boring, the boring like dialogue spam events, and they gave me some of the Either a non-combat, like really quick one,
Access denied.
or a combat one.
Skyward! Seize the skies!
I wasn't done.
One with nature.
Oh, got away.
It's fine.
Direct assault.
Into the wind.
Done. Such a pain.
Not gonna lie, I've been enjoying Roblox than Genshin nowadays. I mean, I've been enjoying StarCraft more than Genshin recently. Yeah, I've been putting off streaming, because like like I said, I have stuff to do in the game, right? But they're all the boring stuff. Like I said, 100%ing Chenyu Veil on my second account. Farming for Neuvillette, farming these aberrants, like these sea creatures, and farming for jellyfish. But they're all the boring stuff that you have to do in Genshin, and I don't want to do them. So instead, I've just been watching YouTube or playing StarCraft. It's not difficult to enjoy something more than Genshin. Oh, that's a spicy one.
You're pretty good. Another test. I wasn't done.
Oh. What? That was spicy because it was true.
Thank you for. This realm. If you ever.
I don't get it. Like I don't understand. I guess. Well, I guess so it's just really hard for us older players to understand what new players enjoy. Right? Like especially the really casual new players. Right? Like cuz like Genshin has been like going on and on and on, like with the whole like mini game thing. Right? Like every version update, mini games upon mini games upon mini games, and this seems to be the content that they have for the players. But like everyone's bored. At least everyone we know. But then, like I always say, I'm sure we, the people here on YouTube, on social media, are the loud minority. I'm very sure. I'm very convinced that we are the loud minority. So it's just really, I don't know. I wish that we could talk to some of these silent majority players, right? Because Hoyo seems to think that its players are actually enjoying Genshin, when the people who do voice out, which I assume is the loud minority of the population, are bored out of their minds. So I don't get it. Like if we are not the loud minority, if we are actually the majority of the Genshin community, then like I don't understand what Hoyo's doing to Genshin. All right. Okay, dailies on the other accounts then. Feels like they stopped loving Genshin anymore. The moment they got the money to develop for their other stuff. I g- it feels like that, yeah. But then like I have mentioned like my theories about that before. Like maybe maybe however they made Genshin when it first came out, like in the first year or so. Maybe that's the game that they wanted Genshin to be, and like the types of it just turns out that maybe Genshin attracted a lot more players that are more into this casual stuff, and maybe they're pivoting towards pleasing those players more because there's more of them and they spend more. I don't know. I'm just guessing, because like if that's not the case, then why would Hoyo do this to Genshin? Right? Like I don't get it. Because if that's not the case, then why would Hoyo do this to Genshin? So it's gotta be that. If not that, then the people running Genshin are stupider than I thought they were. Hey, what's up, Unrevealed? Good to see you, man. Genshin doesn't seem like it even at a middle stage. It's either you are new or you're overpowered in Genshin. Well, there is, yeah, but then like not really. It's that point in the game where you just barely 36-star Abyss for the first few times. Like you have to try hard so hard every time. 2, 1, 3. Oops. What am I doing? I mean, he's always playing Slugterra, I think.
No touching.
Strike
Strike a pose. Lip lining. I know it's soft. Say cheese. Hard hitting it.
Fallen leaves adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Breaking news. Access denied. We're way behind schedule.
to the wind.
Born of ice and frost. Strike a pose. Let the world fly. Hard hitting explosive.
I just thought about it. That you can just record a video of Genshin footage and use it. What do you mean? Record a video of Genshin footage and use it? Oh, you mean like when I stream? I could just record myself like doing stuff and then just stream that while like when I actually stream, I'll just be playing that video and then I'll just be playing that video and then streaming that video and not actually playing myself. No one will probably even notice. Probably. It's no one will probably notice. That's true. Man, I hate the water diaper. Where am I going? Like, look at that. Does that not look horrible to you? Oh, I need you. I need your drops. You can't investigate in A mode? That's terrible.
Next on the agenda. Access denied.
One with nature.
Yeah, but we can't just remove it, otherwise Genshin will be in trouble. Sorry, what? Remove what? Ah, yes, the amazing water censorship. Hate it, definitely. Tells you how sensitive Genshin devs are. I don't think that's with the Genshin devs. I think that has more to do with the CCP. Yeah.
Sure.
It's just not,
We're way behind schedule.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's less to do with Genshin. And the HOYO devs. I'm pretty sure it has more to do with the CCP. I mean, does Honkai Impact 3rd have anything similar to that? There is a way to uncensor the characters without a mod, but I won't tell you, sorry. I think I know. Why is this so far away? Also, why is this shard? Oh no, this is not my overworld team.
Witness my magnificence!
What shall we do?
Okay, finally have the right team.
No touching.
The wind knows it.
The hunter becomes nothing done.
Man, I hate this daily commission. Here's the one where I had to walk next to a Millazine. And I hate it because like we can't just go to the location and expedite it. We have to wait for them. We have to follow them. I mean, the fandom has been quite something. Like, they know how down bad this fandom is as a whole, so I understand why they would censor everything. I guess so. I guess so. Oh man. Huh? Now that you bring that up, I mean, like the thing is, like, because this community, the type of, you know, the type of players this kind of game attracts is that kind of player. It just makes it even worse that they're trying to censor it. It makes it worse. Because now all the players are, well, not all the players, but like the players are now scrambling to try and figure out a way to get through the censors. It's like okay, you have a thief, right? You have a burglar. If you lock your doors, then when you when you get home, not only will you be losing stuff, now you also have a broken door and a broken lock. Or a broken window. But if you don't lock your doors, then you'll just be losing your stuff and your doors and windows will be fine. Well, we all know how Unrevealed feels about the CCP. They walk slower than the snail. The problem about that argument about CCP isn't too great because there's another game that's made in China as well, but people hate that game. However, you can swim with no censorship, you may know. I think someone has mentioned that in chat recently. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, but like the thing is, it's not at the scale of Genshin, right? It doesn't have 10 million active players every month. Like, it's not at the scale of Genshin. Like, there's very few games at the scale of Genshin Impact. And the thing is, like, with the CCP, it's like, obviously they have like they want to have control over as much as they can, right? But then, as long as you keep your head down, you won't get their attention. But then it's really hard to not get their attention if you're as big as, let's say, like WeChat or like Tencent or like some of the other large corporations like TikTok, right? It's Huawei. It's really hard not to get their attention. So once you are someone who cannot get out of their attention, then you just have to find a way to. You just have to like do everything you can to not displease them. Because if you are too small, if you're really small, if you're small enough that you can just duck under the radar, then you'll be fine. But I feel like that if they truly need censored water for children, just add a parental control option. Problem solved. Well, the thing is, like children, young kids playing the game will just, they'll just go into the settings and turn that off. Sort of like how like most of us when we were kids did something similar.
This realm is
exactly like that. But
if you ever
isn't there wait, why did I do daily commissions? I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I still have this. I am an idiot. Okay, that's fine. Alright, at least we still have 3 days, so, not too bad. Okay, so, in China, aren't you supposed to register with, like, for games and services and stuff like that? Basically, online, right? Like, anything online, games and services, etc. You're supposed to register with your real name, right? With, like, a real ID. I understand maybe some things are like able to like get under the radar and don't have to comply with that, but isn't that a thing in China where everybody's registered by their real name and their real personal information, their real age, their real etc. Right? Like nobody can just like not nobody, but like most people can't just make up a new their names and age, etc. Okay, yeah, right. You need your ID and stuff to play games, right? Like that's a thing in China.
If you
So
lie on the
if
ground,
that's a
you
thing
can
in
feel
China,
the heartbeat
why
of the
can't they
world.
just censor it for the underage people? Right? Like they have the information. They have that information. They know who's underage and they know who's not underage. Why can't they just do that? I imagine that's not very hard to code into a game. It's just a yes or no. It's just a the word I'm looking for. Yeah, like it's just depending on how they programmed it into the game, how they programmed the water diaper into the game. If they programmed it in such a way, it could just be easily a yes or no thing. You could just change like one word in a line of code somewhere, and it would have to. They would have to write a few more lines of code, probably like to detect, to like identify somebody's age. But then other than that, it's just a yes or no. Where am
Should
I?
we really be off work this
Oh.
early? There is still a lot left.
This realm is
Water diaper. I mean, it is a water diaper. A nail that sticks out gets hammered down. They like to keep things in a certain order. Yeah, exactly. Passwords for parental control. Passwords. Yeah, but then okay. Well, in China, maybe you can have that level of control. But like everywhere else, where Genshin is, like Genshin is very popular in Philippines. In the Philippines, I don't know about in other countries, but like in the Philippines, there's so many parents, like many current generation parents, that just leave their children with the phone. Like it's like there's so many parents that basically have bought their children phones, like phones, tablets, and that device is like specifically just for their children. And they have like they don't have okay. Yeah, we all have this like children version of different apps, right? Like we have YouTube Kids, whatever, right? YouTube Kids and other stuff for just for children specifically. But here, no one uses those. Like in fact, I think hardly anyone knows about them. Yeah, I think hardly no one knows anything about them. They might like there's the middle class, maybe the middle class that are a bit techie that maybe actually use parental controls, and then there's everybody else. Like the 99% of the people is everybody else. No one in my country knows what parental controls do. Yeah, I'm saying like yeah, that's exactly the same story here. Like man. In fact, the children know the devices better than their parents. Water diaper is basically like having a wife not cook her man a steak because the baby can't chew. If the water was uncensored for you, it would have more player retention. Oh, by the way, speaking of how to uncensor it, here it is. How do I... Oh, I don't have a thing. Okay. Haha! And voila! No more censorship. That was a terrible... Like, was that even a French accent? No, that was... No, absolutely not. That was just whatever. Haha! No more censorship. You can't censor me. YouTube Kids even worse than normal YouTube in case of censorship. I know, right? Like, look at that thing that happened with the whole like, what was that thing called? The scary video thing. And like, I'm assuming there's a, I understand their intention. Like, their intentions are good. The idea why they made YouTube Kids. But because there's just not that many people using it, there's just less reason for them to put developer time into it. Which means it'll be worse overall than actual YouTube. The whole other story? Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to do it. Okay. Four. Okay, cool. I can't reveal it till it's patched. Oh, that's good. Please don't. Yeah, please don't. Because there was this like I guess I guess you could refer to it as an industry secret of how content creators like Musashi. Yeah, content creators like Musashi and like some other content creators that make that kind of content, like where they go like underground or whatever, like they glitch out the game, and that's the type of content they make. They had this like industry secret that somehow got leaked out, and then like people were like, okay, well, the secret's out. Okay, well, let's I guess the secret's out. Let's tell everybody how to do this then. It'll be patched out very soon. It was like how to glitch out the game. And it was like really easy as well. It was convoluted, but easy. And then like really soon after it got patched out. So yeah, no, please don't reveal it. Especially not in a public setting. Oh, 5. Oops. I don't think Genshin cares enough to patch that thing. I mean, they do patch things up. Yeah, like they patch things. So, who was that? Shinrin, I think, said the nail that sticks out gets hammered. Yeah, they do patch out nails that stick out. And so how I know that is because in the chasm underground, I found a thing. Now, I don't remember where it was. I found a hole in the 3D models. Like, a hole in the 3D models that I'm pretty sure most people know about it now. Man, where was it? I don't remember where it was. Was it here? I remember finding one. Like, I didn't even have to look it up. I don't know what I was doing. I was just bored, I think. And then like I just climbed up that rock, and then like there was a hole. And then very next version update, it was gone. Is this it? I think this is it.
Next on the agenda.
I don't remember. Driving. Oh my god, you're driving? Oh, I think this is it. Yeah, I think this was right. Hang on. And okay. Oops.
Follow the witch.
How did I get up there again? I I can't see anything. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, they made that thing not climbable anymore. Did they?
Quake!
It is so dark. Oh my god. It's so dark. I can't see anything. Okay, that's a lot better. Can we not go in there anymore? I know that's not what I'm talking about. There's a thing up there. Like you used to be able to go up there, and then like somewhere there's a hole in the rocks. And then the very next version update, there was now a rock to plug the hole. Yeah, so now apparently they not only have plugged the hole, they've also made it impossible to even get up there. Oops. What's the Filino birthday cake? What's that? I just love how they will quickly patch or center stuff quicker. Censor stuff quicker than giving us resin or rewards.
Thank you for.
That is, yeah. Well, I imagine that is what's the word I'm looking for? Sarcasm. But yeah, Filipino birthday. What's the Filipino birthday cake? Sorry, Saki. What do you mean? What do you mean by what's the Filipino birthday cake? Birthday cakes aren't birthday cakes birthday cakes? Wherever they are. The pain in that laugh.
Stabilize!
Busted.
You know, I just had a thought. I was kind of excited about the whole like Chronicled Wish thing, because there's a potential for them to put really good 5 stars in there.
Quietly now.
But I just realized in the very first one, they're already putting really bad 5 stars in there. In the very first one. Now, okay, you might think, well, it's just the first one. They gotta at least get through the bad 5 stars, right? Like they gotta rerun. They don't want to rerun the banners of the bad 5 stars, the banners that probably are not going to do. They're going to do very poorly, right? So they at least want to get through them. So once they're through all of them, then we're just gonna keep getting good 5 stars in the Chronicled Wish thing. But what if the Chronicled Wish thing is the place where they're going to put bad 5 stars in? The bad 5 stars that they just don't want to rerun anymore. Kind of worried about that. See? Like, what was that? Like, I just did dailies for like 5-10 minutes. And then we're done. Nothing else to do except all the boring stuff. At least on this account, I already finished farming enough of these things. But where? Oh, there. Now I just gotta wait until the Limitoile or however it's pronounced respawns in 3 days. There aren't that many good 5 stars in Mondstadt. Oh wait, you're right. They are all for Mondstadt ones. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, now I didn't realize that. Yeah, until now. Dia. No, I wait. Well, I was going to say wait. They won't put standard 5 stars in there. Right? They literally have Mona, Diluc, and Jean in there. Okay, so all right. Now that is a worrying thing. Now, then, man. So there is at least one nice thing in there is the weapons. They that's somewhere they could put Jade Cutter in, because they probably don't want to rerun Albedo,
Good
because
roll.
they know that Albedo would
All right,
do really
maybe I'll
poorly
take
in
one
sales.
more day off and knock out the rest
So
of the
they
work
they
list I'm
might
feeling
put
up to it.
Jade Cutter in a future Chronicled Wish. Sorry, not Albedo. They might Jade Cutter. Yeah, they might put Jade Cutter in there. Ganyu hasn't been getting very frequent reruns, but Ganyu still is a pretty decent character. So I imagine she will probably never go on the Chronicled Wish, especially because she's a pretty significant Liyue character, and there's a lot of quests and stuff. Sorry, not quests. Event quests that they do in Liyue. So there's plenty of opportunity for them to rerun Ganyu. Chiori sale might be the lowest. I guess I'm the only one who's gonna get Chiori. I'm sure there are a few others. Yeah, there's somebody called Elijah here earlier. She's a very casual player. Yeah, I imagine she's gonna go get Chiori as well. I'm saying Dia is a bad 5-star, not a monster character. Okay. Like if there's a popular birthday cake flavor. In the Philippines, it's either chocolate, basically every young person, or ube. Yeah, ube is pretty popular in the Philippines. Ube and chocolate, universal thing. But yeah, ube and mocha, not very, but it's kind of popular in the people who don't. Who like ube, but then like have sort of gotten sick of it. Who like chocolate, but have gotten sick of chocolate. Mocha, I like mocha. I also really like ube because there's this local bake shop that makes a really good ube cake in my city. Must be a Chad. She's a very casual player. Yeah. But yeah, she'll pull on any character. Like at least that's what I've noticed from her. Chronicle banner will be a regional banner, so I am excited for Sumeru. I wonder who we're gonna get in Sumeru. I wouldn't mind having Nilou there. Yeah, Nilou. Who else? Al-Haytham. Oh my god, I highly doubt they're gonna put Al-Haytham on the Chronicled Wish. I mean, yeah, I guess that's it. There's really nothing else for me to do except for all the boring stuff, and I really don't have time for the boring stuff today. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you need, for anyone in chat who needs help building their characters accounts, making a decision on which banner to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams. You can ping me over there and ask for my opinion. My name is Elvis Einstein on Discord, or of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, guys. Yeah, thank you, everyone. And be careful wishing on the Chronicled banner because guaranteed does not carry over.